the Congress has from time to time called him a B team of the BJP.
Here you're looking like a brokered political party.
He used to wear rubber chappal. This is Preeti Chaudhary. The program is named after her. Chunav Ke Chaudhary. I'm Rajdeep Sardesai. I'm the sidekick.
Oh, for sure. Oh, sure. But that's fine. Let's talk about Arvind Kejriwal, who always says that he's the Aam Aadmi. Like if Rajdeep is the sidekick, then Arvind Kejriwal is the Aam Aadmi in this alliance. He's turning out to be quite a headache for the India alliance, Rajdeep.
Look, Arvind Kejriwal is one of the more fascinating figures of Indian politics for me. 10 years ago,
Right.
Arvind Kejriwal was an RTI campaigner, had associated himself with India against corruption. 10 years later, he's on the political high table. How many startups can claim within a short period of 10 years to have achieved as
Only
much as
one of
Kejriwal?
the four parties in India,
Yeah.
which is a national party, is the Aam Aadmi party.
Yeah.
And
I
that's
mean-
quite quick to
Yeah,
get.
I mean, you could go back to an NTR who, remember, in his first election had a huge victory in Andhra
But
Pradesh in
NTR
83.
had the baggage of being a star.
Yeah, the advantage,
So
not just
advantage,
the
not
huge
baggage,
yeah.
advantage, whatever one.
Yeah, he was a huge cinematic star and converted cinematic popularity into becoming this iconic figure for Andhra Pradesh and a national politician. I think Arvind Kejriwal, to his credit, has in a short span of 10 years managed to establish himself as a politician. You go anywhere in the country, high level of recognition for Arvind Kejriwal. He may not get seats or he may not get votes. His party may lose deposits in different parts of the country.
But he goes and fights it out. Whatever you might say. But okay, I'll come back to the mood question because we don't have much time. He has to go for a show. So I'll come back to the question of him being part of the India Alliance. There have been multiple meetings. He was there, he wasn't there. Now he's finally there. There are 3 elections coming up, Rajdeep. Right, where he's going to take on the Congress, and he expects to be with the Congress in 3 months from there on. So now what happens to the entire calling card of the Aam Aadmi party? You're a party with a difference. Here you're looking like a brokered political party, which will just look at where things stack up for the better.
Look, my own sense is Arvind Kejriwal for now wants space on that high table. He doesn't want the Congress to be dictating terms to all these India alliance parties. He wants to be seen as someone whom the Congress is willing to talk to. And that's not happened. And because that's not happened, Mr. Kejriwal is saying, okay, you are not going to talk to me. That should not stop me from expanding my footprint across India. I'm going to go to Chhattisgarh. I'm going to go to Madhya Pradesh.
Do you think these are pressure tactics?
At the moment, I think they are partly pressure tactics. Look, the fact is the Congress has from time to time called him a B team of the BJP. And Arvind Kejriwal has also said a lot of not so nice things about the Congress party over the last 10 years.
His politics is anti-Congress. He's built his bones, his credibility on the Congress's vote.
Just a year ago, Arvind Kejriwal felt that my growth will take place in states where the Congress is weak. So let me go into Gujarat. Let me go into states where the Congress is not.
That's what he did. Delhi, Punjab.
That's what he did. That's been his growth model. Now what happens? Narendra Modi ji, when a general election comes, becomes your common enemy. So my enemy's enemy is my friend. You're coming together, but the scars of the past are still there. Why is a Sandeep Dixit speaking out against him? Why is an Alka Lamba speaking
Ajay
out
Makhan.
or an Ajay Makhan? They've got all their own scars. You see, the thing is, Arvind Kejriwal is the kind of figure who can polarize opinion. Even within the political class, there will be a large because he wears his ambition on his
He's
sleeve.
truly a disruptor.
He's a
Even
disruptor
within the
who's wearing
alliance.
his ambition on his sleeve. He's not pretending कि मैं कोई यहाँ साधुगिरी करने आया हूँ. I have come here to try and become a full-time politician, and therefore he is not just a disruptor, but he's a challenger. He's challenging you, and my sense is that this is not about 24. It's about 29. You see, Arvind Kejriwal is hoping that over the next 7
He
years,
rides out and then he comes in as
Look,
the main challenger in 29.
that's his hope, that if the Congress declines or faces one more election defeat, who do you turn to? And Arvind Kejriwal. That's his long-term goal. He's not just playing for 2024. He's also playing for 2029. The Congress, on the other hand, is playing for 2024. Because the Congress knows that if they don't win and lose a third consecutive or have a big defeat, then the party will will get into a situation where we don't know what tomorrow brings. So, Kejriwal's political trajectory and that of the Congress may conflict at times, but there are signs, as we saw in the Parliament session of the monsoon, that the two can work together. But Arvind Kejriwal is not an easy a politician to work with. And the Congress is not an easy party to work with, because the Congress still thinks ki hum
End all and be all.
we are. So how do you find a meeting ground? But to my mind, they need to. If they want to offer, Kejriwal and the Congress are appealing to a similar base.
Right. I've been at an interview sitting right in the middle of an Arvind Kejriwal and a Rajdeep Sardesai, where Rajdeep Sardesai posed a question which didn't go down too well with Arvind Kejriwal. So I had both of them sparring across a table. It's true. Do you remember Goa?
Yeah. But what I like about Arvind Kejriwal is that he's ready to
Very
spar.
forgiving and ready to spar.
And ready to spar, right? As a journalist, I want a politician to spar with me. I want him to be ready to take the tough questions and take the. I prefer. The earlier Arvind Kejriwal was even more willing to spar. I guess he's also now become a politician, so he also at times might have a thin skin. But I think the good news is, every time you see Arvind Kejriwal, you see that there is space for startups in Indian politics. For that reason alone, that he's this disruptor, as you called it, good news. I remember the first time I met Arvind Kejriwal, I think we were going together on a flight to Lucknow. He was a right to information activist and I was a journalist, and we'd been called for the same seminar. And I keep saying, हम तो वहीं के वहीं रह गए, अभी भी हमको सेमिनार के लिए बुलाते हैं. Kejriwal ji is now a national level politician. So, that's the way life turns. And he used to wear rubber chappals in those days.
He still wears.
He still wears occasionally. Look, that's why I said he's a fascinating figure, because he shows that there is a possibility outside these traditional politicians to find someone. We can have strong views either way about him, and he does attract strong views. But more the merrier in Indian politics. He's not Parivarwad. Let's be fair to him. Mr. Modi can't attack Arvind Kejriwal for Parivarwad.
True.
And therefore, that's, I think, one of his biggest strengths. That he is someone.
There are multiple.
He's got a story.
He's got a story.
He's got a story to tell.
There are weaknesses as well. So we're going to talk a little bit more about it. 8 minutes not enough for the India Alliance and Arvind Kejriwal, but he's going to go for a show. What's your show on, Rajdeep?
What's my show on? My show's on Rahul Gandhi.
Not Arvind Kejriwal.
So Arvind Kejriwal is making the news on Chunav Ke Chaudhary, but on the news it's Rahul Gandhi.